Tensions remained high on both sides of the Korean border today following a week of threatening rhetoric from the north. Western diplomats played down yesterday's call from Pyongyang for countries to pull diplomats out of their embassies by next Wednesday. Little is known about the true intention of the North Korean leadership, but today our Asia correspondent John Sparks managed to speak to some workers returning to the south after spending the last week on the northern side of the border. Here's his report.
The troops are in position, but the risk of war is difficult to judge. North Korea is unpredictable, seemingly unknowable. But we got a chance to speak to people who've been on the inside as the saber rattling escalated. South Koreans withdrawing from a shared industrial park located 10 miles inside the border.
Now we feel like it's starting to get serious.
The Kaesong industrial estate was held up as a model of cooperation. The workers come from the north, the managers and the materials from the south. But on Wednesday, North Korea shut the border. There are several hundred South Koreans still inside, but a significant number left today. They told us conditions on the site were deteriorating.
The factories can't provide meals because there's no food left.
How long can the businesses on the industrial estate keep operating?
I don't know. Without supplies, we won't last past Tuesday.
The civilians at Kaesong, both north and south, were getting on fine, they said, but the troops in the north were less casual.
Their soldiers are in full combat gear near the border and they've covered the guard posts with camouflage.
The hostility is mounting, with North Korean media presenting its boyish leader as a man preparing for war. But the Americans are trying to tone things down. They wouldn't be surprised by a new missile test, they said. It's part of a familiar pattern. And there are many here in the south who say there won't be any war. Sung Choi Kim is a defector, a former North Korean who now broadcasts to the north on his pro-democracy radio station.
Kim Jong-un doesn't want military conflict. My sources inside tell me that he has specifically told his soldiers on the border not to shoot South Koreans or give them reason to seek revenge.
He believes the regime uses the threat of war to keep people loyal at home, and it seems to have scared as many on the inside as the outside.
North Koreans have been calling defectors here in the south. They ask, when is there going to be a war? Will there be a war? But defectors say, no, it's not going to happen.
Still, he says the world is right to focus on Kim Jong-un, who is young and untested. The Americans are downplaying the prospect of war. Top US generals here say they're relaxed about it, we're told. Regardless, that unpredictable nation across the channel has all the tools it needs to frighten the rest of the world. John Sparks, Channel 4 News on the South Korean border.